There's a trend that's been on social media and modern culture to exclaim the statement, "the best day ever." It is often used on days of celebration or after an amazing event or experience. Maybe it was a day on the lake, or maybe it was time at a ball game with kids. Perhaps it was a day laying out on the beach or driving through the snow-capped mountains of, say, Alaska. I'm fairly certain I've seen best day ever used to describe the birth of babies. Certainly birth is a time of celebration. There's smiles and giggles, goo-goos and gahs, the smooth skin, the perfect little humans being brought into a happy family. Best day ever. But there's actually a day that's better than the day of one's birth, and it might surprise you what it is. The wise preacher, perhaps King Solomon, once proclaimed, "A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death better than the day of one's birth." This week, Travis and I lost one of our aunts. Our family is close. My dad and Travis's mom are siblings. In addition to them, there are 9 others. The aunt that we lost this week was only the second of the siblings to pass into eternity. As a family, the day of death does not seem better than the day of birth. It seems strange to even suggest it. But there's a deep spiritual truth in this statement. We were not meant to stay in this world forever. In fact, the same writer in Ecclesiastes 3:11 said he has made everything beautiful in its time, and he has put eternity in a man's heart. Somewhere deep inside, we all know that we are living for something besides this world. Some people choose to tune into that truth, and some do not. For those who do understand that this is a training ground and a proving ground for what is life indeed, then this day of death is not something to be dreaded. It's a day that real life begins. A day when mortality of earthly life is swallowed up by true life, real life, eternal life. One day we will all cross that threshold. As those on earth bid farewell on one shore of eternity, those who have already traversed the great divide will be greeting us with glad tidings on the other shore. And while those left to mourn on the finite shores of mortality will struggle and will grieve, those on the distant shore of eternity will rejoice for another gained victory. And as for the traveler, well, it will be the best day ever. And that is your Friday refresh.